washing my brain with the candlelight. Losing my breath, losing myself, dreams are out of sight. Stop struggling against my demons. Stop thinking life has fiction. Let it burn, burn, burn. Burn the pain, burn the lies, burn the fear inside myself. And burn it all again. It's the right time to escape this stage. I've been looking for so long. It's not where I belong. Let it burn, burn, burn into the ground.
Well, hello again, everyone. We are the highest spot of your weekly unfiltered wrestling and entertainment. Welcome to the World Elite Podcast. We are free and available wherever you get your podcasts. So we're on YouTube as well. Of course, we are 2/3 of your hostly trio. Of course, I am Marcus, and he is Dylan. I didn't come prepared to make you laugh, to introduce you. So joke's on me, because this week we're not recording Tuesday. That's why we're here today, because we got district games and we're taking a week off till Jordan comes back. So the next time you see us, it'll be back on our usual day of the week, Tuesday, and you'll have the trio back together. So what's up?
Man, not too much. Got a shit ton to talk about today, man. I am excited to talk about the Rumble. A lot of people disagreeing with a lot of stuff on it, but I'm excited, man. I got a lot to say, but we'll save that for after a while. How you doing, man?
I'm good. I have been in hibernation majority of the day with the shit we got coming, but we couldn't do it alone. We got our special guests. We got our first comment. What's up? The Redeemer Justin already commenting. What's up,
Redeemer?
So, as you see right below us, if you're watching live, Chicago boy, but we like to say he's hailing from Saudi, Illinois. He's part of the Circle of Debate family. Originally best friends with Gordon Ramsay and Rachel Ray. According to us, we know he can allegedly. What I can tell you is he can make top state-of-the-art 5-star ham sandwich, or he can make a 5-star toasting Pop-Tarts. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the chef, Brian Cook. What's going on?
Yeah, having a good day so far. I can't complain. How about you guys?
I've been full all weekend. I've been full all weekend, and I am in excruciating pain. I need some X-Lax.
Yeah, you okay?
I just eat too much. It was the Royal Rumble. I ordered Pizza Hut. I drank about 5 or 6 Dr. Peppers. I was halfway behind Forrest Gump. And I ate a cookie Friday that gave me stomachache out the ass. And I just ate spaghetti 2 hours ago. Not 2 hours ago, an hour ago, when I ate 2 hours before. So I am, oh, God. Not the way to start a show off.
Not at all, man. Damn.
But well, I can't say I may not have no X-Lax on me, but if you're full out the ass and you need a solution, you know who to call. Wrestling attorney at law, the Johnny Cochran of podcasting. Rest in peace, Johnny Cochran. That's your Hathaway Esquire at 1-900 Mussolini. He may not give me the medication I need, but he can give me a free can of Pepsi after a $3.99 consultation fee. And just so you know, Pepsi Phil, Pepsi are not responsible if you receive their own can of Pepsi. Top of Wrestling Talk, Circle of Debate, and the World Elite Podcast are responsible for this ad. Call today. Money's on the way.
Money's on the way. Pepsi Phil today. Right now.
And he will fight for you and your stomach.
That's fantastic.
And the advertisement for Pepsi Phil Hathaway Esquire has been brought to you by the Circle of Debate, World Elite, World Elite, Game Breakers, Outrage Control, Top Rope Wrestling Talk on Facebook. Check us out, please. And by Menon.
After that Dynamite deal, you got the Pizza Hut. It had to be worth it, of course, but it did not get me a Duluth Trading sponsorship.
That's too good.
I did that pizza and wing deal that you see on commercial where the people are fighting.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's wings and pizza. Or I got I got a stuffed crust with 16, 2 different flavors with ranch and marinara. After taxes, about $24. If they didn't have that deal, I'd be paying $40.
Oof. That's absolutely ridiculous. How much places like Pizza Hut, Domino's charges for pizzas? That's unbelievable.
Yeah, but that was worth it. $24 for 16 wings.
But yeah, after the deal is good, but not what they would have charged, before the deal. That's crazy.
That was worth it to get my fat ass on the road to WrestleMania. I have no side to point at, but we are pointing to go to Vegas. Let's talk this diabolical Royal Rumble that has
the internet in an uproar, causing grown men to lose their minds on the internet. Yeah, sure. Let's talk about that. Yeah.
And the NBA said, "Hold my beer," with the fucking dumbest trade of the decade or
what
ever.
What the hell was that?
Unbelievable.
Well, let's see. Royal Rumble, by the way, it broke the attendance record from the all-time attendance record that was held since 97. They said it was around 70,000. 70,347 or something like that.
Excuse me for a moment.
Go ahead. Well,
yeah, go ahead, man.
Show kicked off with the Women's Royal Rumble. I'm gonna just say that first. While I'm watching this, I will say, despite who won, this might have been the best Women's Royal Rumble match I ever seen, especially when it came to surprises. And I thought what was funny was you jumped the gun too soon when you said your tweet said something about we ain't even seen a surprise yet.
Because we were within like the first 10, 15 entrants and we got nobody. It was a bunch of duds. And even someone else put that this match is in dire need of a surprise entrant because even the crowd wasn't in it, and it wasn't invested at all. But once like Jordan Grace, Alexa and all them start coming out, then they started getting more invested. And that's when it started to get really good. So it took them a while, but yeah, it got better.
Hell, I consider the NXT entries kind of surprises, like Roxanne Perez and Shayna Parker, Stephanie Vaquer and Julia. Like Stephanie Vaquer and Julia had me jaw drop, but
yeah,
Jordan Grace, we knew that one was coming. Hall of Fame wise, I'm gonna say the best Hall of Fame entry was Trish. Like none of us expected her, and she's celebrating 25 years. With her, you saw it on her Titantron. But I think maybe the biggest surprise was Alexa Bliss. We haven't seen her in 2 years.
Oh yeah, and isn't it awesome how Michael Cole and Wade Barrett threw absolute shade at the dirt sheets for reporting that she was not even close to a deal with WWE, and that she shows up at the Rumble because they were throwing shade at none other than Dave Meltzer, because it was Meltzer that reported that she was even close to a deal with the company, and they threw shade at him, and it was the best thing ever. Love it.
Oh my God, that is funny.
Yes, it was. But let me but and then Japan, I guess she's gonna do something with the Wyatt Six. I mean, she come out with the with the Lily doll. Lily's got a stick on her eye. You saw her little jacket said Fiend, but they had a little white R scratch that said Friend Forever. So she's paying homage to Bro.
Yeah. The Six, kind of has me a little worried about her involvement with the Wyatt Six, even though I've been very vocal about her not being the Wyatt Six. I think the sixth member should be Bray. As much as she had her relationship with Bray Wyatt on screen, being next to him a lot when he was the Fiend, I don't agree with her going to the Wyatt Six. I think she should be her own person. But I do like the little homage that she put on the jacket with the Fiend. I thought that was really cool, even bringing out the Lily doll. I thought that was a really cool touch. But I'm one that is very against her being in the Wyatt Six, for sure.
Anytime someone
that was an awesome touch.
Yeah. Anytime someone can make the dirt sheets look stupid is a great time indeed.
Absolutely.
Okay. Charlotte Flair, no surprise entry because she announced it, and she had a mixed reaction when she came out. Plus, she got a new theme song all of a sudden. And then, okay, so when we got towards the end, you know, I was kind of on that train, like, what if? But I had another for 30. I kept saying number 30 was going to be Becky Lynch. Everyone swore it was going to be AJ Lee. Oh, what? No, it's Nikki Bella.
Please go away. Let me sleep for the love of God.
And,
awful, man.
And I'm sorry, but I hate to be a dick, but I'm going to be a dick on this episode, not to you two guys, but to the IWC, especially later on. But I'm sorry, AJ Lee is not coming back. Y'all been parading this for 2 years, and she still never came back.
Yeah, the Rumble basically solidified she ain't coming back. I mean, they teased it, but he denied it at the same time. CM Punk, it's clear cut, dry. She is not coming back. She's retired, and I think she's enjoying retirement. And I think we need to all let that go. That she's coming back,
and she's helping with WoW.
Yeah,
she's still doing that?
I don't understand, but some people will never let that go.
Mm-hmm.
There are people who still want so I guarantee you there are some people who want Undertaker to come back when he can barely walk.
No, we don't need that.
Yeah. Well,
we need to let AJ. We need to leave AJ alone. Let her enjoy retirement.
Mm-hmm.
And I've literally seen videos of people like screaming, like, you know, kind of like because we got an AJ return. I'm jumping gun. We got an AJ return, but it was AJ Styles, not AJ Lee.
It was a whole different type of AJ.
And everyone's screaming. I'm telling you, everyone's making those reaction videos, screaming and hollering.
Hey, want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? Guys!
God damn it, man.
And first of all, I mean, this wasn't rocket science, but Charlotte being the first to win 2 Royal Rumble matches for the women.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
And people are going to defend her. I mean, oh my God. Like, I've gotten criticized for calling her an android, the first android to win the Royal Rumble. And Justin led the train of shit talking because, I mean, it was so predictable, but we did not want this. I mean, she could have took the Cena route. Did she really had to be the first to win it twice? All right, you raised your hand. I'm going to let you.
Yeah, I mean, this may be very unpopular, but I'm actually happy that Charlotte won. You know, she and the reason why I'm happy is because her press conference after the show got me. And, you know, you're seeing true come out of these people. And she fought to come back. And she says she's been active since 2012. And she's been a champion every year of that. And she had to take a whole year off. And I saw the emotion it got. And I saw why she got into the wrestling business. So I'm actually very happy for Charlotte to actually get it. So I know a lot of people aren't happy with Charlotte winning. You know, I understand why. She always puts herself over, and that's something that's pretty obvious. But I think it's a really good move. Now, do I agree with her taking the belt off of Tiffany at WrestleMania? Even though it's not confirmed, I know that's where we're going. I don't agree with that at all. But I think it's going to happen. Obviously, it's going to happen. You know, there's no way she's winning the Rumble, going to Mania, face Tiffany, and losing to her. There's not a chance that's happening.
Chef, you want to throw something before I got to say anything?
Yeah, I'm not against her coming back. I don't wish any ill will towards her, but I did not like the fact that she won at all. At all, I was not happy about it. I even thought that if that set the tone, I even thought that if her winning set the tone for the entire Rumble, then this is gonna be a really long 4 hours that we would never get back. And
I felt I felt the real winner was Roxanne Perez, but go ahead.
yes,
Oh,
yeah, but part of me, if not for Charlotte, I probably would have picked Roxanne to win the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just be completely honest with you.
I mean, they had records broken. Roxanne now is the Iron Woman. She holds the longest record in a Rumble match. She an hour, 7 minutes. Nia now holds the record. She had, I think, 8 or 9 eliminations in a single Rumble for the women. And there was another record that got broken. I forgot what it was. But when I saw it came down to Charlotte and Roxanne, I said, fuck, it's over. She's getting on. For once, I was going to root for Nia Jax. If it came down to Nia and Charlotte, for once, I was going to root for her. But, you know.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
When it comes to decisions, but man, I tell you what, like, when we get to what happened on the other Rumble, I mean, it's like a civil war right now. Like, half the people are defending Charlotte, calling her the GOAT and all that, and the other half are like, oh, she don't deserve it. She's been gone over a year and she got to cut in and take everyone's title show and ever. And then I'm just like,
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
I gotta love when watching people bitch on the internet, and occasionally I'll tag in and piss people off. God, I love which one? The one I just did?
It's probably talking about the other one, the one you played before that.
I don't even know who the fuck that is, but I played it and he laughed. But well, other than that, I mean, like I said, the women's Royal Rumble match I thought was fucking great with the surprises and stuff with Alexa Bliss and Trish Stratus. And then you had some Stephanie Valkyrie and Julia.
That's the real GOAT right there, Trish Stratus.
Oh, yeah. But wrong winner. Yeah, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Yeah, that one.
Well, now we get to the 2 out of 3 falls. We get DIY versus the Motor City Machine Guns for the WWE Tag Team Championships. I felt like this match was rushed. It wasn't bad series of matches, but it did go to a 3rd fall, and I'm guessing the Street Profits are now heels again. They cost the Motor City Machine Guns the tag team titles, and I feel like if they're going to stretch it all the way to WrestleMania, we're probably going to get a 4-way with DIY, Motor City, Pretty Deadly, and the Street Profits.
It's like we're going that way. It is. But yeah, that one caught me off guard with the Profits because, I mean, we all know DIY was the ones that took them out, and that's how DIY was able to get in there. And that's when DIY turned heel. But I mean, even though they helped DIY win, they still attacked them after the match. Man, that was a hell of a crutch hit in the back on Tommaso Ciampa. That was rough looking. But yeah, I mean, it was a good match. I mean, it was a really good match. I missed a little bit of it. I had to go do something during the match, but yeah, what I caught of it was really good. I finally have good chemistry, but I mean, this ain't the last we see of them too, and we're gonna see the Profits get into this mix as well.
Chef, what you got?
It was, I mean, that match was what it was, but it does end this. But it does end so abrupt though. It does feel kind of blah to me.
Yeah.
I mean, it really did. I thought that we were going to get more. I thought we were going to get more of that tag team match, but we did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then we get. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I don't know.
And isn't me or are both the tag team championships in WWE, the men's and the women's, really not held in that much value right now?
Yeah.
The women's, huh?
I feel like they kind of focus more on the women's tag championships a little more, even though we know because hell, they just defended them on NXT last week, and then not long ago they went to SmackDown and defended them. Like I see the women's tag titles get defended more than the other two combined.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, they just crowned the War Raiders tag team champions like 2 weeks ago. They beat the Judgment Day. That finally, or last week, it finally happened, and then I couldn't even remember. I kept forgetting DIY were the tag team champions. I don't even remember how long it was when they beat the Motor City Machine Guns. I think that was like early January.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something like that.
And that may have been their first title defense after they won them from them.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I feel like with Mania about to come up, they're going to start defending them a little more. And I know we're supposed to get a DIY Pretty Deadly regular tag match soon. They were offered a shot, and I feel like maybe Street Profits will get their own shot, and then it could lead to a 4-way at WrestleMania. So trust the process. Some tells me they're going to probably do this with all 3 tag titles. We're going to probably see like 3 4-way matches. They're going to do the same but I don't know who the War Raiders could face 3 other teams. I mean, if the Judgment Day is no longer a thing, I doubt Finn and Dipshit or Dipshit and Carlito would be a tag team. Then you got, who else from Raw? You got AOP, which we don't ever see them. You got the LWO, which is a fucking joke. Who would step up to challenge the War Raiders? And plus the women, I mean, I know from Raw, I mean, I'd put Liv and Raquel as a team. You got the Metaphor, who I thought had a killer tag match with Bianca and Jade on NXT.
Mm-hmm.
You want to throw them involved, and then SmackDown. If Chelsea drops the women's US title to Meechin soon, you could see Chelsea and Piper as a team. Then you also got Image Control. All this kind of stuff. I mean, I feel like they're cooking with the women's tag team division, but the men's not so much.
Yeah, it's a little tough right now.
Well, let's go to the ladder match. We get Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens, which we all thought Kevin was going to do something Stardust-wise. He didn't. He just wore the same shirt, but he wore an elbow pad. Elbow pad. Cody had a different ring look. He didn't have a super long jacket when he came out. He came out looked like he was about to ride a crotch rocket. He's just missing his helmet. I thought this match was, I mean, despite some of the bumps they had in this match, I thought this match was fucking boring. This match did not do much for me.
Yeah, me too. And that's way below the standards that we know that Cody and KO are capable of.
The way you built this feud up, you give us this crock of shit, and I got called out for that from your boy Keith. He thought that was the match of the night, and I said that match was ass, and he called me a wrestling bitch boy or something like that. If I got him back, I called him a Charlotte Mark.
Yeah, he was probably just mad because the Motor City Machine Guns didn't win. He was texting us all day about, Motor City Machine Guns, I hope they win the titles back, this and that. He was probably still mad over it. That's why he went after you. So don't feel too bad.
Shut up, you big fucking asshole.
Yeah. And then he want to change the subject, like, oh, my baby Alexa came back or some shit. And I'm like,
he even changed his profile picture on Facebook to picture him and Alexa. Man, he was losing his mind over that.
He should have. They need to put a restraining order on him if he ever does meet and greets again.
Yeah, he did a few meet and greets for.
I remember. Yeah, he probably don't even look like that today anymore.
I mean, I haven't seen him in a while. He moved kind of far away.
Well, I think we all had a freak out with both Cody and KO at one point. Cody got hit. What was it? A fisherman buster on that ladder, and he landed right on his neck. And then the Alabama slam to KO, and then the way he landed, I look at both of them like,
yeah, that was the best spot of the night. But as cool of a spot as it was, the ending was such a dud because they had no crowd reaction of him even climbing up the ladder. I thought Samu was going to go up there and screw him.
Yeah.
But I mean, but the thing is, Kevin stayed the same way as he landed. He never moved at all. But like I said, the ending got no reaction because Cody just, with ease, just walked up the ladder, grabbed both belts, and that was it. I'm like, man, could have had a little bit of suspense or something. Give me something better than that.
Well,
Yeah, he's supposed to be Mr. Adversity.
Well,
But
Sammy trying to come out there looking like Peacemaker, and I'm looking at him like,
Who the fuck is this asshole?
like he's got no reason to be in this.
That is one of my favorite. That is probably my favorite movie of all time. Can't wait to it, man.
Coming to America.
That's great.
I can quote that flick from beginning to end.
Well, and then it took Cody forever to grab. Like, why didn't you just grab the clothes hanger like Randy Orton, or why you didn't pull both of them at the same time? It's like he took his time, slowly pulling one down and pulling.
It could have made it so much easier for himself. Just pull the whole thing down. Instead, he just went for both belts. Just it took so much more time to do it.
And as soon as the bell rang after the match was over,
Exactly. No pop.
But just as Justin said, the indie crowd as itself was not good. I mean, I'm not understanding the deal between them and indie. Like why it was not that good. The crowd, yeah, they popped at some points, but wasn't fantastic for 60,000 plus.
well, don't tell that to Pat McAfee because he'll be like,
Suck my fucking dick!
Pat going around acting like Indy was the greatest crowd ever. Yeah, they got into the men's Royal Rumble match for certain entries, yeah, but like they were alive for the women's Rumble, but it's like 2 out of 3 falls, they were piss breaking. Ladder match, they were just dead. Yeah, they were not into that ladder match. Yeah, they had a loud whoa for Cody Rhodes, but
Yeah.
All right, well let's get to this men's Royal Rumble match. So I think we got a little carried away of how we thought it was going to start, but I did like how it started with Rey Mysterio and Penta. That was fucking cool. And I thought Dipshit was going to come out third, but no, I don't even remember who came out third.
It was Gable, huh?
Chad Gable. Yeah. And I don't know why we kept thinking like, watch R-Truth like enter the women's Royal Rumble by mistake, but we hadn't even seen R-Truth at all the whole show. Last I saw, there were two surprise pops. We got Joe Hendry, and oh my god, it took a few seconds, but the 70,000 people singing Joe Hendry's theme song was cool.
Yeah, that was
shit.
Good. Yeah, that was really cool.
That was a moment of the night right next to Alexa Bliss coming.
And we also got the return of AJ Styles with his old theme song back because fuck Death Rebel.
I can't believe that he actually hates that song from what I heard.
I do. I love his TNA theme song, but if he would come back with that, he'd have to cut that soccer mom hair. Because when I hear I am, I think of short hair AJ Styles. And I was glad to see him back. I thought one of the coolest moments ever was when Cena came out. He was in the ring with Roman, and then here comes CM Punk, and then here comes Seth Rollins. They're all four staring each other down. That was a cool moment right there in time. Street says, this is my question, because there was a much louder for a lot. I'm starting to wonder if the stadium was part of the issue. Its ceiling is too high, very bad acoustics.
I mean, on TV, it didn't sound good. Maybe it sounded a lot better, being there in person. I have personally been part of crowds that didn't sound well on TV, but it did sound well, actually being there. So, I mean, it didn't sound well for us. But, I mean, to each his own. I mean, maybe being there live, maybe it was a lot better.
It sounded cool.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I mean, I remember watching. I don't see them a lot, but and the Bears went to Indy this year to face the Colts. The
The crowd was louder than the music, definitely.
Yeah, Alexa Bliss's music. I think it could sound like she had her own music back, Alexa, and you couldn't even tell what her music was. If they just played the song, I couldn't tell, but obviously the Titantron helped me out.
She got a new theme again. It kind of it starts off like the old one, but it sounded a little different.
Yeah, the beginning of it sounded normal, but then getting into it, I thought at first it sounded like her old one, but then it sounded a little different after that.
I'm gonna tell you this one is for an entry.
Exactly, no pop.
And that was for Finn Balor. Like, we were like, dude, you were dead like 3 weeks ago. You come back, he had no pop.
Because they ruined it by giving him the Judgment Day's new theme song. At least let him have his own.
He had his own at one point, but everybody keep forgetting that they had a new theme song. Yeah, they got a rap song now.
Yeah, they changed it from Alter Bridge. They changed it to whatever song they have now, but they don't use it much.
They only use it when they all come out together.
I think so.
Then what's the point of even using it?
Exactly. He should have used his own, because at least people would have knew who it was. I mean, if it wasn't for the Titantron, I would have absolutely no idea who it was.
Also, LA Knight's pop wasn't even that loud either.
That's what I'm saying. The crowd, I mean, like I said, it may have sounded good at being there, but TV wise, I mean, even LA Knight of all people didn't get a big pop. Now Jey Uso, let me not bring up the one that strikes the nerve of multiple people. Jey Uso, let me not bring that up yet.
Oh, he had a loud pop. Oh, the whole 70,000 people were singing "It's Just Muse" day one and yeeting. You know, he even came out looked like he was coming to win it. Oh, and then ran out of hot dogs and burgers by the Cody match.
Ooh, not prepared.
Not prepared. I want to bring this up real quick. What did you think of Jacob Fatu's performance in the Rumble? I thought he killed it.
As I always think of him, a fucking star. This guy looked great, dude. If honestly, if he would have won the Rumble, I would have been stoked. It was great.
That was one of Michael Cole's picks. Michael Cole had him as like a dark horse. You want to know what's crazy? I bet no one has not talked about this, not even on the internet. I think we're going to be the first. Solo Sikoa was not even in the Royal Rumble match.
Solo Sikoa has been MIA since Tribal Combat, I think. Has he been like, for one, I don't watch a lot of SmackDown, so correct me if I'm wrong, but has he been on actual TV since he lost to Ulafala, or has it just been the rest of the bloodline?
He popped up one time.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
He popped up one time, and we haven't seen him again.
Okay, because like I said, I'm really busy on Fridays. I don't watch a lot of SmackDown, so I don't know if he's ever popped up since. But I think I may have seen him once on social media pop up on SmackDown. Since then, I haven't seen him. But it's been Jacob Fatu. Dude, Jacob Fatu on the mic is fantastic. Dude, I listened to that promo with him and Damian Priest. And
I love. Oh yeah, that was probably that was the promo of the fucking year right there. But I love when he would walk backstage, going to Gorilla, talking his shit, and then you got your boy Tama Tonga. Yeah.
I love it. I love Tama Tonga.
Nobody, please don't leave. It's not over. I cannot find the best clip for Solo right now, so this is all I can come up with.
Wait, what was that? What was that for?
Because he's been MIA. He popped up one time on SmackDown. And he's just like, "Thanks for watching."
Wow. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I haven't watched since. Like I said, I don't watch a lot of SmackDown, but that does make a lot of sense what Justin has said.
That's why I had to say, "Do not leave." It's not. This is just for Solo. And it's ending clip that says, "Thanks for watching." Like, I should have just got Looney Tunes. That's all, folks, for Solo.
Yeah, that would have been a good one to have.
Need Porky Pig with fucking Tama Tonga's face on it. Yeah. That's all, folks.
Oh, that would be great.
So, you want to know? Okay, so there's a lot of drama with the Royal Rumble. Let's talk about the shit with Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre got pissed about an elimination going wrong. So Damian Priest eliminated him. I guess he wasn't supposed to, and he That's what happens when when you support the Rangers FC. You turn into a fucking crybaby like Drew McIntyre. I don't know what's up with Drew lately, but he just has been a whiny titty baby.
Yeah, I mean, this is not the first report of him getting upset backstage of something going on. So I don't know what's going on, but hopefully, I mean, whatever gets worked out, he's a hell of a performer, and I would like to see him stay where he's at. So hopefully he can get something together, because I've seen a lot of reports lately of him getting upset backstage.
So after doing some research and investigating of my own, all this drama right now with the men's Royal Rumble match itself, there's only one solution of whose fault this is, and I think it's Logan Paul. Because everyone had their money on CM Punk, and who was the one that eliminated Punk? It was fucking Logan Paul, and I even was like, what the fuck? I swore it was going to be Punk. And then when that was over, I said, okay, John Cena's winning this. But can we also
but that didn't happen either.
No. And can we give the cameraman a fucking raise? That shot with Seth Rollins so close, and he had Roman in the background looking like a fucking lion hunting his prey.
Yes, that was awesome. But hey, let's not go without talking about one of the coolest moments from the Rumble, and that is it's Braun Breaker nearly breaking ISHO Speed in half.
I was gonna give that. It's like that was the best fucking moment of the whole Rumble.
My God, he took a spear, man. That was
there was nothing left of that boy after that.
So that was the.
I still think that indie police are still picking up the pieces from the grind scene that night.
Well, see, people were criticizing Triple H even putting him in the fucking Rumble. I mean, I was worried about Tyrese Halliburton getting in after they just played a basketball game, but thank God he didn't get in unless they did something with Melo. But here come Akira Tozawa. He gets jumped by Melo, which, by the way, Carmelo Hayes is the Dak Prescott of WWE right now. And plus, I'm pissed we didn't even get Trick Williams in the Royal Rumble.
There was no NXT name for the men's side.
I thought that he was going to be there too, and
I thought he was too. Yeah, we had one TNA. We had one TNA guy. It's Joe Hendry. Well, Triple H is backstage, and he's streaming. He's like, "Speed, you in the Rumble?" And he's like, "What? No." And he comes out, and he changed his mind. Let's go. His shirt. He was mocking the YEET shirt. It said something else. I forgot.
I think it was thank for Cristiano Ronaldo. He's a big Ronaldo fan.
Okay.
Because he even did a celebration before he got speared by Braun Breaker.
Remember the last time we saw this motherfucker, he was dressed as a Prime bottle, and he got fucking punted by Randy Orton at WrestleMania.
Yeah, his appearances with the company haven't gone so well for him lately. He gets split in half by Braun Breaker and then thrown across the announcer's table by Otis and then RKO'd by Randy Orton and Mania. Yeah, it hasn't gone very well for him.
It was by Otis? I thought it was Braun Strowman.
Because he threw him outside the ring. Otis caught him because he eliminated Otis along with Braun Breaker, and then Otis threw him like behind him onto the announcer's table.
Oh, so that was Otis. I thought that was fucking Braun. I don't know why I thought it was Braun. Well, 4 people have killed ISHO Speed on live television. Orton and Logan Paul at WrestleMania. And then Braun Breaker and Otis. And I even love how they use the fucking Prince meme. And then you hear when he got hit, and they used it all 4 times, from the punt by Orton, the frog splash from Logan Paul, the spear by Braun Breaker, and the fall away slam from fucking Otis.
Ouch.
I send it. You have to go look on my Instagram. It's in my story. I shared that one.
Oh, and Tyrese Halliburton. What the hell is he gonna do? Not everybody is Dennis Rodman. Go play a game. Go play a basketball game one night. Smoke a bunch of cigars like he used to do it with MJ. Fly to the wrestling event and do a freaking. Oh no! Wait a minute. It was Karl Malone that did the diamond cutter. But but not everybody. I don't think that Tyrese could do that, man. I mean,
Well,
what's he gonna do? Bring the rest of the Indiana Pacers with him?
Well, they played a game. They started a game the same time the Rumble kicked off. So they had a 5:00 game right across the street against the Atlanta Hawks.
And
I'm
it can take
thinking,
a field out.
and well, now it's called Bankers Life Fieldhouse, but yeah. Now
Oh yeah, that's right. They did change it.
Well, hell, I tell you what, if it sucks for Dallas right now, not just for losing Doc Nick, you're probably going to get a new arena name because American Airlines get shut down, if you know what I mean.
Damn.
Yeah, so they're about to get a new arena name. You just lost your star player, and you're about to lose your main arena name after 20 plus years because of what happened last week. But all right, well, let's talk about the holy shit moment what came down. Now, when it came down to the final three, so I'm gonna assume that the fourth was three of the final four was Jey Uso, John Cena, Logan Paul. The fourth was it Punk? Was Punk the fourth?
I believe so, because Logan Paul got Punk out because Punk got Rollins and Reigns.
Yes, and by the way, Seth Rollins double stomping Roman on the steps and on the floor. He flips off Paul Heyman, and everybody's
that was brutal.
Though you thought the IWC was bad, like today, the Roman cult was not far behind the way Rollins double stomped Roman, saying, "Oh, he's gonna break his neck. He's gonna put him out of business. He ain't gonna be able to main event WrestleMania because he double stomped." What a fucking asshole!
Oh boy, yeah.
Well, thank you to John Cena for eliminating Logan Paul. Because, by the way, Logan Paul coming out number 30 was a kick to the nuts enough. But when Cena eliminated him, I said, thank you, Cena. But, okay. And I'm going to have to stop picking against Jey Uso. Or I'm going to lose my title, the Yeet Man, because, yeah, I picked against him on Saturday night's main event, and he did lose. And I don't give I mean, I will give Justin credit. We've heard from his mouth. Justin is the only one I can recall that picked Jey Uso to win the Royal Rumble. If you were anybody else in the world that said, "Oh, I picked Jey Uso to win the Royal Rumble too,"
Shut the fuck up.
Because you didn't. You were either picking John Cena or CM Punk or maybe Roman Reigns.
That's a hell of a prediction. Wow.
That was a swerve because I don't think
I felt I had to pick Punk because
I picked Punk and
he
Cena.
Came back. Yeah, he came back. He wants the main event WrestleMania, which he had never done, right?
What's up, Dalton?
If it wasn't for that fact, I would have picked somebody else. I would have picked somebody else just for the hell of it. And if Cena wasn't there, I probably would have picked Jey Uso. But it was so stacked. How could you not? It's like conventional wisdom. How could you not pick Punk? How could you not pick Cena going for number 7, trying to go for number 17?
And I think crazy is no one expected this. Like when it came down to them two, I figured, okay, Cena's gonna eliminate him, and he's gonna just come up short again. That's what I thought was going to happen. And then when they both got on the apron, I kept thinking, I'm like this watching, like, what the fuck's going to happen? And then Cena goes for an AA. I'm thinking, okay, he's about to AA him off the apron. Jey Uso counters it. He gets back in the ring and he just pushes him. And the way Cena landed, as soon as I seen both his feet off the apron, I went like, oh my God, it's over. Jey won the fucking Rumble. And I put these on. Me and Justin are going insane. That crowd was like, holy shit. Was this bigger than Brock ending the streak?
I don't know if I'd go that far.
No, because Brock, when he beat Taker, that was at WrestleMania, and it was a streak, and it's against the Undertaker. And Brock Lesnar is more mainstream than Jey. But this ain't that far. But in terms of the impact for the Rumble, though, this has to be near the top.
Because I'm saying nobody except Justin picked Jey Uso. The way that crowd reacted, they were so loud. And then when I'm telling you, the whole place yeeted, even Wade Barrett got on top of the announce table with Cole and McAfee and yeeted. It's all over the internet.
Yeah.
And I don't care what the fucking IWC says. You're gonna hear my rant about it at the end. But Triple H did something that McMahon should have did years ago. He listened to the people. He's seen how big he's over on the internet. They put a guy that is so big right now to main event WrestleMania. And they're gonna like, oh, he's just a tag team wrestler. Look at Jeff Hardy. He's in that same boat as Jeff, except please don't give him transitional title reigns like you did Jeff Hardy. And he said, do you think AJ Lee would have been in Wrestle? No, she's never coming back.
Neither. I don't see it happening. This was her best chance, and it didn't happen. So I don't see it happening at all.
This is strike 3. They've been saying this is 2023. She was coming back, and this is strike 3 for AJ Lee. Now, Charlotte went in the Rumble, thumbs down. Jay went in the Rumble, thumbs up to me. And according to what he said in the press conference, I'm going to assume we're getting a rematch with Gunther. So I'm going to go ahead and say, what's up? Good morning, Thumb. So I'm going to say he challenges Gunther because that's all he kept saying is, I know I can beat Gunther. I know I can. So he's going to choose Gunther. And in the press conference, John Cena declared his entry in the Elimination Chamber. And I think that's going to seal the deal that he's going to win the Elimination Chamber and he's going to go fight Cody Rhodes for the WWE title. So anything you want to say? That's how I'm closing out the recap. What your take on John Cena's press conference?
I mean, I've been saying it for a while. Every time we talk about Rumble, I was always saying, CM Punk, because I don't think John Cena's going to win the Rumble because I think he's going to win the Chamber. And he already announced himself for the Chamber, and that's exactly what I see happening. And it seems like that Jey Uso is going after Gunther, and John Cena is going to win the Chamber and go after Cody. So it seems like that's what we're getting.
And I'm trying to remember. Has he ever won an Elimination Chamber match?
Oh yeah, he's won.
Oh, he has.
He's won he won in 06. That's how Edge cashed in his first Money in the Bank.
That's right. True. Yeah.
He won that one. He won in 2010 when he won the title from Sheamus, and then Batista came out and beat him immediately after that. And then Cena won the following year in 2011 to challenge The Miz at WrestleMania 27. So I know for sure he won 3. He may have won more. Last I recall, he's won 3.
So given the fact that he's won 3 chambers, though.
Yeah, that's the only ones I remember he won.
Conventional wisdom again, and dictates that he's going to go to. He didn't win in the Rumble. He's going in the Chamber, which he has won multiple times before. He's going for number 17, huh?
I think that actually he's been in more. That's that one where he went on to WrestleMania 27. I think that was the last one he won, because 2014 he was in the Chamber match. He lost because Bray Wyatt and them cost him the match. 2017, the night Bray Wyatt won the WWE Championship, he was in the Chamber match. He didn't win that one. He was the WWE champion. And he got eliminated by who eliminated him? Was it AJ Styles or Baron Corbin or Dean? One of them. Somebody eliminated him.
I think it was AJ.
I think it was either AJ or Baron Corbin. And he was in the Chamber in 2018, the one Roman Reigns won to go to WrestleMania 34 to get fucking booed. And we're throwing beach balls around the Superdome while he was taking the Suplex City in the French Quarter.
Yeah,
I think that was his last Chamber appearance. It was 2018, but the last one he won that I can recall was 2011.
Yeah,
so it's been a long time. Give me a prediction of the other 5 men who's going to join John Cena. Like, give me your 6 Chamber participants. I'll go first. I'll tell you mine first. I had it prepared because I'm going to do it in 2K.
Okay.
So I think this year's chamber match, the winner to face Cody at WrestleMania, I think it's going to be John Cena, Roman Reigns, Jacob Fatu,
Damn.
Jimmy Uso, Damian Priest, and Jacob. Did I say Jacob Fatu?
Yeah.
Yeah, you said him already.
Fuck,
Yeah.
I'm at the restart. Okay, hang on.
Oh,
John Cena, Roman Reigns, Jimmy Uso, Jacob Fatu, Damian Priest, and Kevin Owens.
Okay.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I could definitely see all 6 of those men being the Royal Rumble.
I don't know if they go that star.
I mean, being the Elimination Chamber. Excuse me.
Because I figured they'd do something for Jimmy. And there's really no other heels to put in there. I mean, I thought they're going to put like a Carmelo Hayes in there. Or I don't know who else would be another big heel you put in there. The other solo, your other big heel is MIA. Your other big heel is MIA.
If one of those guys gets hurt, if one of those top stars gets hurt, which can still happen between now and Chamber, Carmelo could sneak in.
Yeah, I mean,
but unless that happens, I can't see him being in the Chamber.
It's hard to go that star-studded though for the Chamber. I mean, that's a great Chamber, like prediction-wise, but I mean, you got to throw a little bit of smaller names in there because, yeah, I mean, you're risking this Chamber for someone to get hurt to go into WrestleMania. I don't know if I would go that star-studded because you have a potential to lose a lot of people going into Mania, and that spells disaster right there. I mean, so I could see some people you named. I mean, I could see maybe, like, Damian Priest, like you mentioned. I mean, I'm trying to think of, strictly SmackDown guys here.
The Miz.
I mean, don't be surprised they put him
he
in.
doesn't need it.
Tom, you can't. I'm not saying Tama Tonga. I'd say Solo, but Solo's MIA.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Maybe.
I don't know. That's just really tough.
I didn't say LA Knight because that'd be too many baby faces. Maybe.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe AJ Styles, or if he's considered SmackDown, AJ Styles. You got maybe like a Santos Escobar, maybe an Andrade, Braun Strowman,
Braun Breaker.
Braun's on Raw.
Shoot. Right.
The SmackDown entry in this year's Rumble was low. They had 12.
They need to fix that roster pronto.
They had 12 SmackDown men in the Rumble this year. 12 from SmackDown, 1 celebrity, 1 TNA, 1 free agent, and the rest was Raw superstars.
Mm-hmm.
They really need to fix that roster depth pronto.
But I digress. Well, I'll tell you another thing people were bitching about. I was going to save at the end, but I figured I don't give it its own topic. Well, go back to 2019. This man was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame with his faction he created, D-Generation X, with Shawn, X-Pac, China, and the New Age Outlaws. Even Mike, I don't know if they considered Mike Tyson as a double inductee for this one. Maybe not, because he wasn't with them. But now it was announced that Triple H is going to lead the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2025. He was the first announcement. And a lot of people were criticizing that he put himself into the WWE Hall of Fame. I call bullshit, even though this ain't sound like bullshit to me. But I think it's about fucking time we're putting the Game, the Cerebral Assassin, the King of Kings, the solo Triple H in the WWE Hall of Fame with everything he's accomplished. What was your reaction when you heard Triple H is going into the WWE Hall of Fame as a solo competitor?
So before I do that, are we skipping past any direction towards the IWC for the last bit of the Rumble?
I was going to save that for the end.
Oh shit! Well, I didn't have anything about that for that, so I was gonna fully unload when we were talking about the Rumble. Well, I'll save it to the end. Though I'll save it at the end.
That's mine is the IWC.
Okay, well I'll save my thoughts for then. We can go in together with this one. But okay, yeah, Triple H. I don't think he put himself over. I mean, that's kind of a kind of a bold thing to say about him. I mean, they even looked at it as a surprise that, you know, that Nick Khan, well, it was Nick Khan at first, but then they brought out others and they surprised him. So I don't think it was him doing it himself. I mean, the reaction said otherwise. I mean, it looked genuine, but it's the right move. It's long overdue for Triple H himself, not with DX, but by himself. I mean, the solo superstar he was phenomenal. He had such a great career. And if it wasn't for the heart issue, I think he'd still be going right now. So it's you know, really good move to put him in. Like I said, long overdue and a good first name for what should be a star-studded Hall of Fame this year. Because I could see some other big names, but starting off with Triple H, I think it's fantastic.
Chef, I know you got pissed, and then you were asking me, is there going to be more? I was like, well, yeah, this is just the first announcement.
Well, I was pissed because I mean, I wasn't so much. I wondered how many other people are going to go in with him.
Because they're going to probably a few more, but they're going to announce it within the weeks to come.
Yeah, because clearly this year he's going to be the headliner.
Yes,
he's going to be the headliner. There is no doubt about that. So you got to bring other people in with him. That's the only thing.
Well, see, that's another thing the IWC is like bitching about. Like someone, I wish I'd have screenshotted the picture because they said this better be the Hall of Fame class of 2025, and they had Triple H on it, Bray Wyatt, the Hardys, and Michelle McCool as the Hall of Fame class, and another superstar. I forgot who it was. That IWC is getting a little too far here, but
I'll see if I can find it.
With that being said, out of all those other names I mentioned, the only other one I can see joining Triple H is maybe the Hardy Boys. I don't see Michelle McCool in the Hall of Fame just yet, or even at all. But Bray Wyatt, I still think it's too soon. Bray Wyatt, if he's going in the Hall of Fame, you better give the IWC what they want. They better have him as a like lead inductor, leading the class, leading the charge. Because if you don't, they're going to shit a chicken.
And to the people that are saying that Bray Wyatt is not Hall of Fame worthy, I think is absolute nonsense. Because honestly, and they say, oh, well, it's because he didn't do enough. Well, fuck, he didn't have enough time to do enough. From getting sick to having COVID to eventually the issue that killed him, he didn't have enough time to do it. But character-wise, every character this guy performed at, he did it at such an amazing level.
There will never be that. Outside of like the Undertaker, there are very, 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 very few. The Macho Man Randy Savage, Superstar Billy Graham, and what he did. That there are very, very. There's almost no character in WWE history that would stand a chance to be as great as what Bray Wyatt did.
Exactly. I
mean, being by himself,
correct.
Creating the Wyatt family. I still get goosebumps over their debut.
Yeah.
That deliverance, that backwoods thing that I still get goosebumps just thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
The Firefly Funhouse that he did. I mean, he played the Fiend. He left such a high bar for character work.
All right.
And he was great in the ring too. That Sister Abigail finisher. The spider walk that he did.
That's right.
I mean, just imagine how great he still could have been if he was still alive today.
Oh man. I know.
It's just like what Eddie Guerrero. It's just like what Eddie Guerrero or Owen Hart. If they didn't die as early as they did, just imagine. Or Brian Pillman, if he never got into that car wreck, and if he didn't have the heart issue, and if he didn't die in 1997, just imagine how cutting edge he would have been in the Attitude Era.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
I mean, just the stuff that I'll never forget, the Triple X Files that he did, when he had essentially Marlena hostage for the 30 days, whatever it was supposed to be.
Shit, I'll never
I mean,
forget
that
when he.
in that story,
I'll
huh?
never forget when he pulled out a pistol on Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I remember that. I was like, what the hell? And they got all those, and they had all those complaints from USA Network, almost canned Monday Night Raw.
That's kind of when they jumped the gun, and that was kind of the first time you heard that much swearing, like calling you a son of a bitch or I'm a fucking kill him and shit. Like that was kind of planning that segment with Brian Pillman pulling the pistol out.
Yeah, he said
on Stone Cold.
He's like, get out of the way, get out of the fucking way.
Yeah, that's kind of planting the seeds of the Attitude Era right there, and that was just months before. That was like 2 months before D Generation X was born, and like a few months before they kind of spawned up the Attitude Era. Yeah, Yeet Mania will be running wild. Okay, this is gonna be the next debatable thing. Is it gonna be Yeet Mania or Yeetamania? I've been saying Yeet Mania.
Yeet Mania.
And you know there's gonna be shirts. They're gonna be making Yeet Mania shirts or whatever, and WWE Shop is gonna be Jay's gonna be making merch money within the next couple months.
Hey, Marcus, I found a picture that I think you were referring to as far as all the inductees go. Found it on Twitter. All right. So obviously Triple H is in the middle, and on his sides he got his Michelle McCool and Bray Wyatt, and in the back he's got Batista, the Hardy Boys, and Umaga.
Batista's gonna get in eventually.
Batista was supposed to go in 2020, but he stepped down, and
I don't think they go that heavy into the Hall of Fame. That's a lot.
Batista's supposed to be a leading inductee, so take Batista out. I could see Umaga going in now. You could keep Umaga and the Hardy Boys in there. Take Bray out, take Michelle out, and fucking take Dave Batista out. Batista and Bray will be headline inductees like Triple H. So take them two out and replace them. Don't put a fucking celebrity, please.
I mean, I can understand the whole thing about Bray not getting it last year, but I think, I mean, there comes a time where it has to come sooner or later. So, or if you're gonna hold off another year, now hear me out on this one. If they go to New Orleans next year, like
do it there,
do it in New Orleans. Let him headline in New Orleans. Even though he was from Florida, he was technically from Florida. He always kind of billed himself from Louisiana. If you look at his Wikipedia, he was billed from New
from Lafayette.
It's from Lafayette, Lafayette, Louisiana. That's
our
where
backyard.
He was from. Exactly. So I mean, if you're gonna do it, if you're gonna wait another year, then do it in New Orleans for Louisiana. Easily.
Imagine the reaction.
Oh yeah, we would want that.
Oh my God, yes. Oh, for sure.
Alexa Bliss. She had 2 more letters on her jacket. It said "Friends Forever." There was also an S at the far end I couldn't even recognize. So yeah, she had a white R and a S with. You think it says "Fiend Forever," but you look at it closely, it says "Friends Forever," which is kind of neato how they did that.
Yeah,
it was,
and that adds to Bray Wyatt's legacy. Look what his own brother did when they introduced the Wyatt 6. I mean, that was just brilliant. One of the last promos that we saw from him, it was creepy. He looked just like Bray.
Oh, I know, that was nuts.
Oh.
He looks so much like Bray Wyatt. It was just uncanny.
Oh, he's always looking like Bray now. He's smiling from ear to ear every time he sees Bo.
Just drop the long gray hair from the Hunkle Howdy mask.
He needs to have the actual hair he had from the debut. It was like the braided one. That's what you need to go with. Don't go with that straight shit that he's got. You got to have the braided stuff. And also, I don't know how he feels about it, but he's got to. But if you're gonna go with the no sleeves, you got to add a few tattoos, like
I was like, bro, get you some sleeves. Get some sleeves. We love tattoos.
Get
down here.
Something, man, please.
Same with Joe Gacy's got tattoos. Rowan's got tattoos.
They pretty much all do.
No, Nikki Cross don't, but
no, I don't think so. But I mean, the rest of them do. I mean,
Dexter, the other 3, Loomis, Rowan, and Casey got them all. Yeah, just get some ink.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready? I'm going happy mode right now because my show makes its return March 25th. We are getting another season of Dark Side of the Ring.
I'm excited.
I am
can't wait.
fucking now I forget the network. It's a Canadian network, but I have it. Like I record
it's
every
Vice.
season. Vice.
It's Vice.
Vice. Yeah, it's a Canadian network. Yeah, it's Vice. So far, they have announced 10 episodes. And turns out the way they announce them from top to bottom, that's the order they go. I figured that out like 2 seasons ago. So when I look at this episode, there's gonna be Hell in a Cell, Vader, Tony Atlas, Ludwig Borga, Billy Jack Haynes, Eddie Gilbert, Superstar Billy Graham, Daphne, the original Sheik, and the season finale is going to be Muhammad Hassan.
That's the one I'm looking forward to. Is
I was going to say,
Hassan.
give me the 3. I say this every season. Give me the 3 you're excited to see the most. Besides, you already said 1.
Yeah, I mean that character was great, but it was so bad timing to do it. Let me think. So yeah, I mean, yeah, so Muhammad Hassan for sure. I'm interested in the Daphne story. That was a sad one right there.
Rest in peace, Daphne. It's such a sad story.
And I think I'm either tied between Hell in a Cell or Vader. That's what I'm looking forward to as well.
Okay, what about you, Chef?
Vader, Tony Atlas, and Muhammad Hassan.
Okay, so the ones that kind of like shock me are like, you think of, I'm talking about the episodes outside of superstars that passed away or had dark history. Like, I like those like event ones, like the plane ride from hell, the steroid trial, the Black Saturday. I like shit like that. Or if they talk about a wrestling company, never in my wildest dreams, they pulled a left field. They're going to do one on Hell in a Cell, which has had some issues. They're going to mainly focus on McFoley.
Oh yeah.
King of the Ring 98. I feel like they're going to focus on his 2 Hell in a Cell matches that he got fucked up on, that one and the one with Triple H at No Way Out. And they're going to talk.
It's amazing that he's still alive today.
He had head trauma. According to fucking Jim Cornette, he had head trauma in the middle of a show with a tooth up his nose. And they're going to also talk about the first one with Shawn and Undertaker as well. Vader's was kind of surprising because I don't ever remember Vader having a dark past. Same with Tony Atlas. Like Tony Atlas and Billy Graham. Like, what had these guys done in the past? Unless it was drugs and steroids. Like, I've never heard anything bad about Tony Atlas or Vader or Billy Graham. Unless
think about this. Tony Atlas and Billy Graham, the superstar Billy Graham, they're such larger than life figures from the 70s
they're gonna talk about their days like doing drugs and doing steroids. Obviously, like that's how the Junkyard Dog one came out. Like how much he was on drugs and everything, even though he was a big fucking name down here in the South. Ludwig Borga, I like when they do episodes on people I never heard of, so I can't wait to learn about Ludwig.
I kind of knew about him a little bit, finding out about him on YouTube and stuff.
The original Sheik one I feel like is gonna be an episode like John Tenta. This one is gonna be like good because Rob Van Dam's in the show. He trained RVD, so I can't wait to hear RVD talk about Sheik and talk about his fireball that he fucking throws and all that shit. Like I can't wait to read that one. Maybe we get a Sabu appearance too in the show, talking about his uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and think about Vader, one of the best big men, if not the best big man to ever step foot in the ring.
Yeah, former football player for the Colorado Buffaloes, and he was a multi-time world champion in WCW. They used him right in WCW. But Daphne one, yes, I like when they do the skits. I just want to see how the skit's gonna look when she did her live stream before she committed suicide. Like how that came
But
out. 'Cause I remember
that's such a-
I remember the live video she did on Twitter and Instagram before she took her own life. Like it was insane.
It was rough.
And it's on YouTube.
Yeah,
was
I mean,
such-
that needs to be
that's
taken
that's
off.
such that's such a horrible story.
Mhm.
But Muhammad Hassan, oh my God, I cannot wait.
So, the thing is, like I said, such a great character, such a good wrestler, but bad timing.
20 years ago, we got
Yeah.
Muhammad Hassan, and 20 years later, we're finally getting this episode. Oh yeah, when they're
I'm
gonna bring up the
interested.
they're gonna bring up the London bombing that happened in 05, days before the bash. They're gonna talk about how he was supposed to beat Undertaker, go beat Batista to be the world champion, and then they had to turn this around and wrote him off where we thought Undertaker fucking killed him with the last ride while his boner hit the Undertaker in the forehead when he hit the last ride. So, oh yeah. Yes, I cannot. I think he appears like he's going to talk about it himself because isn't he? He's a school principal in
Yeah, he's a principal.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah,
I like that. I
It
like
is.
that.
It really is.
He's not I'm sure he's nowhere near the first wrestler to go into teaching or something like that. You have Matt Striker.
By the way, you look at him now, he looks in tremendous shape. Like he could still go to the ring today if you see what he looked like now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You had someone like Linda. You had someone like Linda Miles from one of the early seasons of Tough Enough. She went back to basketball. She became a referee.
Oh, and I hope we get a Davari appearance too in the documentary.
That I unless something happened to him where he couldn't show up, I guarantee it. We're gonna see an appearance from Davar.
Oh, Davar's definitely showing up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, here's something new here. Now, also WrestleMania season is also the time where we get what's called Superstar Sunday, where A&E would drop like a couple documentaries and whatnot. Last I called, they're still doing the bios. They haven't announced the episodes yet. Supposedly they dropped Most Wanted Treasures. I heard that as a rumor. And then they had another show they used to do that they stopped doing. But now there's going to be a brand new show on A&E. It debuts February 16th. So 2 weeks from tonight, there's going to be a new show called WWE LFG. And my dumbass thought it stood for Let's Fucking Go. No, it's Legends and Future Greats. That's what it stands for. And what this is, these were all pre-taped. These were all pre-recorded. This is like Tough Enough and old school NXT competition fucked and had a baby. And you get this. You got eight men and women total combined. I think 4 men and 4 women that are competing on the NXT, like at the Performance Center. They're having these matches with like the bottom of the totem pole superstars in NXT and all that to like try and get a WWE contract. So it's kind of like the NXT competition show but they don't each have their own pro. No, each superstar is being coached by one of the following 4 Hall of Famers: The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Mickey James, and Booker T. The Undertaker as a coach on a show like this. That is going to be fucking interesting to see.
Yeah.
And they're also going to show like them training, like getting coached. Like, God, imagine how fucking hardcore how they show up. Surprise, motherfuckers. I hate y'all. Get to work. They're going to show them getting their ass trained, getting chewed out, having meltdowns, saying, I can't do this no more. I want to go back to flipping burgers. I don't want to be a wrestler.
Don't forget that infamous part. Don't forget that part when Triple H was there in front of the Tough Enough trainees, and he asked one of them, "Are you hurt?" A little bit, and he said, "Big fucking deal."
Yeah,
and
I miss old school Tough Enough.
And he told one of them with the gym shorts on. He said,
"Yeah, his dick's hanging out
for future reference, one of your nuts is hanging out of your short." Because it looked like he was chewing on some gum.
Yeah.
and
Oh,
he
yeah.
talked about, and you can go find the clip on YouTube.
Oh, I just
Hmm.
haven't nowhere. I have it saved in my archives. It's fucking funny as hell. If I need a good laugh, I go watch it. So, but yeah,
But he has I mean, but when the women said that she's the one in challenge, he asked, "Are you a fan?" No, I'm not a fan. I'm thinking, oh, Triple H is gonna lay into them now.
but
And
the,
then he said, and then he at the end of the clip he said he talked about Darren Drozdoff, who he was
Yeah.
paralyzed.
yep.
He said,
Mhm.
"You either want this or you don't."
Don't. Yes. Yeah. LA Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
I
the
may
second
don't.
episode. That was the
Hey,
second
Dango.
episode. Yeah. So,
He said,
Dylan,
if you
you might
don't
be
want it,
familiar with Tough Enough.
he said, if
Yeah.
you don't want it, then don't waste our fucking time.
Oh yeah, I remember all that.
I remember Tough Enough when it was Al Snow
Mhm.
and all them.
Yeah, it was
shooting
Al
out.
Snow. It was Al Snow. It was Taz. It was Jackie. It was I can't remember one or two more.
They've had 3 different seasons of Tough Enough, but which was better? The one with Al Snow chewing them out, the one with Stone Cold Steve Austin chewing them out, or the last one they did with fucking Matt Bloom chewing them out, but it was hosted by Chris Jericho.
It was the original with Al Snow.
Mm. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Al Snow and Taz and Hardcore Holly popped up a couple years later. Yeah, so like that was like the fucking golden age of Tough Enough. I did like when Stone Cold chewed them out because Stone Cold didn't give a flying fuck about their past
Right.
but he also had help. Like he had Trish and Booker T helping them out, and Booker T was maybe the second toughest one on them. Trish wasn't really that tough on them. But then the last one they did, that's when they made it look like a reality show. Like when that's when ZZ was on.
Yeah, that was that was horrible.
I felt like I was watching Jersey Shore when I was watching them. Like because
There's only a few that really came out from there.
Paige,
Actually did
it was Jericho and Paige that hosted this shit. But Matt
Yeah.
Bloom was the one hollering at them and chewing their ass out. They had him and Norman Smiley and somebody else. Might have been Paige. No, it wasn't Paige. It was a female wrestler. I forgot who it was. But no, I liked old school.
I didn't even bother watching that one.
No, I liked old school with Al Snow and Taz and Hardcore Holly and shit like that from the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
And then some superstars would pop in like Triple H, like giving them the reality, or then you had some good guys like Kurt Angle, like being positive. You know, you got what you can get. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this. And then
yeah,
then
Triple H,
Triple
H telling both of them to take a bump and try to tag them and try not to knock his teeth out. And then when he hit one of them, kind of hit one of them and said, "If you sell like that for real, if you sell like that in the ring, I'll tag you for real."
Oh, he chopped them all too. He gave them each a chop. A chop to the chest.
No, that was I think that was Hardcore Holly who did that.
Okay, maybe it was Bob Holly who did that.
It was Hardcore Holly who did the all the chopping.
And if people don't realize this, you know why he hates rookies so much? Because last I recall, 3 rookies have injured him deadly. Kurt Angle when he was a rookie, Brock Lesnar when he was a rookie, and there was one more that was a rookie. I can't fucking remember. That like injured him so bad he was out for a while. I forgot who the 3rd rookie was. It's like, but that's why he hates rookies. But somebody popped up the 05 Rumble when Daniel Puder came out, and Benoit and Eddie were back and giving him that initiation ass whooping, and then Hardcore came and beat the crap out of him. Which Daniel Puder is like a fucking not Nick Nemeth, his brother on Wish, Ryan Nemeth. He literally looked like Ryan Nemeth. But at least they're not going to do what they did in NXT, like, oh, who can sell the most programs or do those like stunt competitions, like carry a keg around the ringside area and all that shit. Like make it look like a circus. No, they're actually going to compete. And they're gonna be like at ringside coaching them and all that. But I'm gonna give it a shot. There's only 7 or 8 episodes total, so I can survive that.
Yeah.
Starting February 16th on A&E. After Biography Legends, and if they're still doing I like Most Wanted Treasures. I hope they don't get rid of that.
Yeah.
I like to see all those memorabilias in people's houses and see if they offer them money or WrestleMania tickets or whatever. All right. Take a couple deep breaths. Let them out.
Because prepare ourselves for this one.
It's time for Sounds Like Bullshit to Me.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit. A bullshit.
Oh boy.
All right. Dylan has been ready for this more than I have, so I've
been ready since last night.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. So, I mean, I feel like we're all going to talk about the same stuff. I mean, if I'm correct about all this, but the internet has been in an uproar since last night, since Jey Uso won the Royal Rumble. A lot of people critiquing Triple H on the booking decision, saying that he don't deserve it because he's not a good wrestler. He's only over because of getting the crowd hyped up during his entrance, saying a 4-letter word, and he's not very good. And they look at last year's performance in WrestleMania versus his brother Jimmy. Okay. Number one, I love the decision of giving the bump to Jey to go to WrestleMania. It's something different. It's something unexpected. People want unpredictable, but they get mad when something unpredictable happens. Everyone thought it was going to be CM Punk or John Cena or someone like Roman Reigns, or you're kind of stooping a little bit lower, maybe to Seth Rollins or something like that. You know, the last final people that were in the match, not Logan Paul, nothing like that, but the rest of them that were in the match towards the end, everyone thought maybe someone had a great chance to be the headliner for WrestleMania going forward, but it was Jey. And like I said, they're critiquing because, like I mentioned, they say he's not very good. He relies on a few moves, super kick, Uso splash, stuff like that. If you're critiquing him that bad for his moveset, then why was Roman so over since the pandemic? If I'm not mistaken, Roman relies on a few moves to put him over. He relies on a Superman punch. He relies on a spear. He relies on a few things to make himself look good. And for one, let's not kid ourselves here. That Roman was not that over whenever he was the big dog. He was getting booed out of arenas, but then he links himself up with Paul Heyman during the pandemic, and suddenly he's the greatest thing that's ever happened to professional wrestling. Come on. This is not the way to go with this situation for the Royal Rumble. And another situation I want to bring up when it comes to Jey Uso being very over right now, but they're saying that he's not a good wrestler. And from what I am not trying to shit talk this person as the wrestler by any means. But if it wasn't for Mustafa Ali not being able to be in the Elimination Chamber, we would have never gotten Kofi Mania. Kofi is a great in a tag team. He was great with the New Day. He's great with Xavier. And he's a great heel right now, don't get me wrong. His world title reign was not that great. The moment at WrestleMania was fantastic. But overall, as a champion, I don't find it was that good.
Yeah. His title reign, Kofi, by the way, they did it like the perfect amount of time. They didn't stretch this for years. It just happened out of nowhere. And by the way, if Dylan were an oven, he'd be at 375 degrees right now with his temper. And I'm about to put him at 400 because your Celtics are trailing by 17 points.
Okay, thank you for telling me that.
You're welcome.
That's just going to set me off even more. But okay,
it's on ESPN, by the way, if you want to watch it.
Yeah, well, for losing my 17, I don't want to watch it.
I've been watching the whole time while we were talking.
Yeah, but I mean, okay. So people can get in an uproar already want. They have men, grown men, that are losing their minds on the internet right now over something that is professional wrestling, something that should not be affecting their lives as much as it's affecting it right now. that Jey Uso is the winner of the Royal Rumble. And they say, oh, well, why are we getting him and Gunther again? He can't beat Gunther. So why are we doing this again? Well, I don't know. Maybe because it's going to happen this time. There's no reason for Jey to lose to Gunther this time around. And yes, I understand. I have been saying for the longest time, Gunther needs to have a long reign with the title. But I said that whenever come to find out, his reign is absolutely horrendous right now with the world title. So for Jey Uso to win the Rumble, I think is fantastic. And if you're going to say, oh, because he's not a good wrestler, oh, Triple H took one look at his match with Jimmy last year and decided, oh, this is who I want main event WrestleMania. And then, oh, but they want to be silent about Roman carrying the title since the pandemic. And whenever he holds, 3-4 good moves to put him over. And the reason why he's so over in a match is because the guy he's going up against is even better than he is, and he's carrying the match.
Dude, everybody's got 3 or 4 moves only. Look at Cody Rhodes. He's got the Cody Cutter, the Crossroads, and that lays down and uppercuts in the face.
Okay, so with Jey Uso, yes, I'm sorry he can't be the top wrestler that people see out of guys like a Will Ospreay, a Kenny Omega, guys in AEW, who I think are fantastic performers, but they're just in a bad company. That's not their fault. They're great wrestlers, but they're in bad companies. But don't put that on Jey Uso. Triple H gave Jey Uso the bump for a reason last night. And if you listen to the crowd reaction, people are thrilled that Jey Uso is the winner of the Royal Rumble. It's just the losers on the internet that are John Cena fans, that are Roman Reigns fans, or simply just don't like Jey Uso. So I don't understand the negativity when it comes to Jey Uso. I love it. It's something different. It's something unpredictable.
He's so over right now, and they just can't get over that because, like, we got somebody that's more over than LA Knight, and I'm not disrespecting LA Knight, but who else is they got the entire, like, even basketball players are yeeting or saying yeet or doing this and all that.
But that's the thing, is that they are saying, oh, it doesn't matter how over he is, he's not a good wrestler. And I think that's horrible because he was in part of one of the greatest tag teams to ever do it with Jimmy. And yeah, for one, he could say, oh, he's only good in tag team. No, he is a great singles competition.
I'm gonna add into that for you because we have the same topic. Speaking of Jey Uso, by the way, the last month, because we're in February now. You remember that promo he cut with Gunther?
Yeah.
And that they said, "Oh my God, he's going to win now." But they were parading for him to win, but when he lost the Saturday night's main event, they just gave up on him. And now that he's got another chance, now they're like really shit talking him. By the way, you look where he came from. By the way, he made history for the family. He was the 4th family member of the Anoa'i to win the Rumble. Yokozuna, The Rock, Roman Reigns, now Jey Uso. Jey can draw a crowd and draw attention. And look where he came from. Yeah, he started as a tag team with his twin brother Jimmy Uso. You remember, like, he debuted in what, 2000? When the Usos debuted, 2009 or 2010?
Something like that.
Yeah, that's about 15, 16 years.
How long did it take him to finally get on the main card at WrestleMania? It took him till 2018 because from 2012 to 2017, they were only on the fucking kickoff show.
Mm-hmm.
They never had a main match on the main card at WrestleMania until 2018. That's how long he's a true definition of starting from the bottom and now he's up. That he's a prime example of somebody who busted his ass and paid his dues and whatnot to get where he is. He wasn't handed shit like fucking Charlotte Flair did last night. He earned that moment. He earned that Royal Rumble win, and he earned his main event spot 2 years ago with his brother against KO at Sami Zayn. He earned that spot with that storyline, but now he's going in the main event as a solo competitor. He definitely earned that one too. But they're gonna.
And the thing is, okay. So let me close out before I let you continue. Let me close out by saying, if you're not happy for Jey, but you're happy for Charlotte, you're a hypocrite. because Jay's been working his ass off time to time. And I think he has the main event name. He has not lived up to it, for me, my opinion, because he has lost all the big ones. And I think this is his time to finally conquer something that has been haunting him for quite some time, and that's not being able to win the big one. And I think he's finally going to win the big one come WrestleMania. But like I said, you are the problem. If you're like, oh, Charlotte wins, awesome, but then Jay wins, you're like, okay, that is really bad booking for Triple H. No, man, don't come in here like that and say that Charlotte winning is good, but then Jay winning is bad, because you are the problem. If you do say that.
They had speaking of Charlotte, they had 4 women in that Rumble that deserved it a lot more than Charlotte did. Liv Morgan, Io Sky, Nia Jax, and there was one more I just had on this fucking list.
I mean, Roxanne
Perez. Perez. Io, Liv, Roxanne, and Nia Jax should have won. One of them 4 should have won. And I don't like Nia Jax, but I would have chose her. If it came down to her and Charlotte, I'd have fucking been cheering for Nia Jax. Like, I was her biggest fan. Because anybody but goddamn Charlotte. The fucking android of WWE now with all her plastic surgery. She could. I mean, I know we're gonna get her and Tiffany Stratton, but she could have took the route Cena took. I mean, I'd have been okay with her winning a chamber match to get a shot, not the fucking Royal. It's because she's a fucking Flair. But, her biggest diehards are going to say, well, she's fighting on her brother's behalf. She wasn't supposed to be the wrestler. Her brother was the bigger star. But now that he's gone, he passed away, she's filling his void. I'm not even going to play the clip. But who gives a fuck? Everything was handed. Even Ric Flair defends her like she's the fucking Michael Jordan of the women's division, saying she was the greatest female wrestler ever assembled.
Now, isn't that a load of horseshit?
And the ones that are crying, like Jimmy Uso in the main event versus Gunther is the worst ever.
I don't give a fuck.
And the ones that want to come after me.
Bitch, I hope the fuck you do. You'll be a dead son of a bitch, I tell you that.
Jay's gonna make this WrestleMania relevant. Now, that's gonna be the next big argument. If they were both they're both probably gonna fall on the same night. Who's gonna close out WrestleMania? Is it gonna be Gunther and Jey Uso, or is it gonna be Charlotte and Tiffany Stratton?
I mean, night 1, Charlotte, Tiffany Stratton. If you win the Rumble, doesn't matter if you like the person or not. I think they got a main event if you win the Rumble. So it's gotta.
And that's gonna be the next. That's gonna be the next thing people are gonna get pissed at. Charlotte's gonna be the first woman to main event WrestleMania twice.
As she should. If you win the Rumble, you should main event. It doesn't matter how much you like or dislike the person. I think they should main event if they win.
Well,
but the thing is, you don't have the whole bloodline thing to overshadow you this year. So it should be Charlotte that has the night 1.
Well, Tiffany better fucking win. They better make Tiffany over, because I am going. You thought the shit I said about Charlotte was bad? Oh, you better hope she don't win that fucking title at WrestleMania.
I mean, should she? Should
no.
Tiffany win?
Yes.
Should Tiffany win? Yes. Is she? Probably not.
I hope she better. Or Jordan. I don't know who's going to have a more rant, me or Jordan.
George might have a heart attack if Tiffany Stratton loses. We have to watch them.
Now, yes, Jay and Gunther deserve to main event too, especially if they manage to pull the trigger and give Jay the world title. He needs to close out with a big YEET celebration. But remember, if John Cena wins that chamber match, they're going to put him and Cody closing out one of the nights, because that's a passing of the torch.
Yeah, but like I said, night 1, Tiffany, Charlotte. Night 2, Jay and Gunther. I'm a firm believer if you win the Rumble, and they always say that will main event WrestleMania should be the main event.
Well, we're going to see, because only 2 can fill that void, and you only got two options. You got 2 out of 3 options. You got Charlotte and Tiffany. You got Jay and Gunther. Plus, you got, if it happens, Cody and John Cena. I was about
But the crazy part is, but in 2018, whenever we went to WrestleMania, New Orleans, both Rumble winners, it was still one night, did not close the show because Nakamura won the Rumble and he lost to AJ. Asuka won the Rumble and lost to Charlotte Flair, and neither of them was a main event, which is nuts. But obviously, I could see why they gave the main event to who it was, even though it was a snore fest with Roman and Brock.
They won't do that again. They won't do that again. Well, again, and like I said, they're gonna still criticize Jay, so that they better do the right thing, let him win, because if he don't win, you thought this was bad. Just imagine if he were to lose, and then that's when the AEW marks are gonna come out. Like they had one motherfucker that came out and said, "Oh, Collision was way better than the Rumble because they had Jey Uso winning." Like Jay is getting so much heat for making us happy, and I'm not Kendrick Lamar, but the industry can hate and fuck them all and they mama. How many options they really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body. I'm John Stockton. Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching.
It says Cody's closing the show. I don't like that route if they go with Cena to beat Cody. I don't like that. Because Cena's gonna win the title and then disappear to go shoot more movies, and we don't see the title. It's gonna be Roman 2.0. We're not gonna see the title.
Well, this is what I'm predicting here, and it's gonna piss people off too. Cody's beating John Cena.
That would be nuts if that happened.
If Cena gets one more title reign, they're gonna wait till like SummerSlam or something. They're not gonna do it at WrestleMania. They're gonna he's gonna lose at WrestleMania. If he were to win at WrestleMania, is if they put him against Logan Paul. I don't fucking want that match. It's obvious we're gonna get Logan Paul versus CM Punk. And if that happens, I hope CM Punk fucking kill. And people are calling a triple threat with Roman, Seth, and Punk, which that would be fucking legit.
That's what I was about to say. I don't think Logan Paul Punk is even close. I think after last night, you got to go triple threat. You got to go Punk and Rollins and Roman, and certainly seemed like that was a heel turn by Seth Rollins after he went after Roman the way he did and flipped off Heyman.
Well, if we go, let's say we get Cody and Cena, Jay and Gunther, we get Roman, Rollins, and Punk in a triple threat, then who would Logan Paul face? Not Pat McAfee.
No, I mean, you got a little more time for a build-up. I mean, I don't think anything has to be set in stone right now, just in February. So it's a lot of time to go to build something.
They're also talking about at first they were talking about doing Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre, but now they're talking about we might do Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest, and Drew McIntyre don't want to do that. He was crying about that too.
What doesn't Drew want to do at this point? I mean, I don't know.
Well, I know we did all the talking, but let's close out with Chef's reaction with the whole IWC shit talking Jey Uso and kissing Charlotte Flair's ass or jumping the train, talking shit on Charlotte Flair. Give me your take on the IWC and their stupidity right now with all this nonsense.
Yeah, it's not even worth addressing. It's not even worth addressing.
Okay.
You can't make it. You can't make. It seems like you can't make. It seems like you can't make people happy.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're never happy. If they want something, as soon as they get it, they're like a kid. They're pissed off.
Yep.
And that's an insult to most kids, to be completely honest. But I mean, but to stay on topic, Jay, I am happy for Jay. I mean, regardless if I even wanted him to win, I'm genuinely happy for it because I always liked Jay a lot, but especially the last 2 to 3 years. I mean, he has been at this for it's gonna be 20 years within a few in the WWE for him. He deserves this.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that his kids were that his kids were there in Indy to see this, I mean, it just makes it even better. If not for him winning, I think I would have gave Royal Rumble a 5, to be honest. Outside of him and Joe Hendry. Outside of him, Joe Hendry, and Alexa Bliss coming back.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as Charlotte goes, if she was to get another match at Mania, I didn't want her to get it like this. To just come back and have her win the Royal Rumble, where you have so many young stars that you could push, especially like Roxanne Perez and everything that she did. Just to have Flair win, and now she's gonna headline night 1 of Mania, maybe night 2, maybe, but I think it's gonna be night 1. I mean, it just left a bad taste in my mouth, man.
Mm-hmm.
And it just feels, and then her winning like that, and after she just came back, it just overshadows. It almost overshadows the time and effort that every single other woman poured into last night. I mean, but especially the younger stars, like Roxanne and Miss Parker. This is your future.
Yeah.
You need to build new stars. If this is a new time, if this is a new era, like Triple H says, then prove it. Show us.
All right.
Show us that you're not going to be that much different from your predecessor.
All right. Yeah.
Give us new champions. Give us new stars. Give us new stars. Don't have the same people go over and over. And it's like Jean-Claude Van Damme in the same crap you've seen over and over and over and over again. Or Steven Seagal in the same 2-word or 3-word straight to DVD video movies that you've seen over and over and over and over and over again. No, and now that she is in WrestleMania, she better not be Tiffany Stratton, because otherwise, everything that Tiffany has done with the Money in the Bank, everybody was waiting for months and months and months for her to cash in. She finally does it, and she wins the title, but now she drops it in Mania. No, it's not going to mean anything.
Right.
You basically take a silver bullet to her title reign. It's not going to mean nothing if she loses. It's going to make her look like a chump, in my opinion.
Right.
And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Another thing people were pissed off about, we were not going to get Roman versus The Rock. You weren't going to get that to begin with. The Rock's in fucking Hollywood dressed as Maui again.
I still think he plays a part somehow. I still think Mania, he plays a part some way.
Plays a part, but he won't have a match. He's going to do something.
I don't know.
But that's going to wrap up tonight's episode. We did it early because no show Tuesday, no show next week. We'll be back. Let me get my calendar up. We're going to be back when Jordan comes back. So that's going to be February 18th.
18th, yes.
It sounds a long way from now, but trust the 16 days away. But that don't mean you're not going to see no content. No, I'm still going to do some YouTube shorts. I'm still going to make some YouTube videos. I know we ain't got no PLE coming up again until Elimination till March 1st. Yeah. But I might and then TNA ain't gonna have nothing until March too. They ain't got their next TNA Plus event ain't until March. All we got this month right now is WWE NXT Vengeance Day and AEW Grand Slam in Australia, which I ain't getting up to watch this shit. It's got one show.
Hell
this
fucking
month.
no. I'm watching that shit, bro.
But I will say this: you'll still catch me on a couple streams from now on, because you'll catch me on this on Tuesdays, and now you can catch me on Wednesdays. I'm kind of now the honorary oos of Circle of Debate. I'll be joining Justin every Wednesday for the AEW Dynamite Watch Along.
Nice.
Me and Justin host the Dynamite Watch Along on Circle of Debate now every Wednesday.
That's
That
cool.
way I can shit talk AEW on Wednesdays with plus Tuesday's my only off day. I don't watch wrestling because now I'm back to watching wrestling 5 times a week. Because I can't catch CW, so I have to wait till Wednesday on the app. So I watch NXT immediately after Dynamite. So I watch wrestling twice a week on Wednesday nights.
I kind of feel like you and Justin on AEW is like a good cop, bad cop type thing. Just to be like, oh man, that was such a good match. Margaret's like, that match was fucking terrible.
Yeah, I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly. So yeah. So Raw on Monday nights. That's part about Netflix. It's like I don't have to set a DVR. I could just go watch it whenever it's up when I get home. But it won't be long. After next week, I'll go back to watching it live on Mondays for the rest, at least till November, December.
Right.
Then Tuesdays my off days of watching wrestling. Wednesdays I got AEW Dynamite and NXT. Thursday I got TNA. Friday I got SmackDown.
Yeah.
And then Saturdays, if I'm in the mood, I might check Collision out, or if there's a PLE, we watch it. And then same thing on Sundays, which I don't think we're gonna see anything on Sunday unless it's AEW or TNA.
Yeah.
Because even NXT, all their PLEs are on Saturdays too. I mean, a time or two that might be on a Sunday, but majority of it is on Saturdays. So,
Right.
So, but how many more weeks until what is it? World Elite Showdown or World Elite Spotlight?
Yeah, Showdown. I mean, I'm waiting. Hopefully Jordan is good to go. He should be good to go by then. If not, something's really wrong. But we're going to start doing on Monday. So not this Monday, the next. It'll be the 24th that we start on. I was waiting to announce the first. I was waiting to announce the first episode whenever Jordan was here. So I'm gonna stick true to that. I'm gonna wait until he's back. We're gonna announce the first episode, even though when he comes back, it'll be the week before we start it. So I'm gonna kind of keep people in suspense until he comes back. But I already said I was gonna wait, so I can wait a little bit longer.
Yeah, and then I got 2 nostalgias this month. I'm doing 2 No Way Outs. Chef's doing one with me next week. We're doing No Way Out 2002. And this Friday, following SmackDown, I'm joining Savage Wrestling. We're gonna do No Way Out 2001.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Following SmackDown. So yeah, I'm a late recording Friday night. Set and use Saturday to edit it and upload it because I don't have to transfer it to you anymore. I got to remember how to do that again, so it shouldn't be hard. And yeah, that's about it. So that's what we got for you this month in February. At the end of February, we got our podcast chamber. We got the Humble Roses coming on at the end of February to do our prediction show for Elimination Chamber. So that'll be the next. That's gonna be the next prediction show. Is February 25th on my brother's birthday.
Yeah.
By the way, shout out to them. They were at the Royal Rumble. They had a good time. Shout out to Dallas Cash, Nessa, and Angel Rose and their friends. They were all at the Rumble. Shout out to Streets. Streets was at the Royal Rumble too. And shout out, and Battle was at the Rumble too. Shout out to Tim Battle.
Oh, cool.
From
Nice.
the Battleground podcast. He was over there too. Cool. If anybody else was at the Royal Rumble, let us know. We'll give you a shout out. You got to hurry up because we're wrapping up. But Chef, thank you again for coming on. Let them know where they can find you on social media and Circle of Debate.
Well, besides being a guest star here, you can find yours truly and the best damn wrestling group on Facebook, Top Row Wrestling Talk. Check it. I'm checking it out. We do that on Mondays. I mean, I'm gonna try and post the top 10 question for everybody on Tuesday. number one thing I like to do, and I had to get off and do it now, is something called Sunday Night Cinema. Was a request. Got a request to post 2 this week. One, let's see, what is this? I'm a straight superstar. Well, number one was I'm gonna post Kevin Owens' Kevin Steen versus CM Punk. Was asked the question, have they ever met before? And they have in the Ring of Honor Wrestling, the original. And since the Royal Rumble happened last night, I'm going to post let's see, John Cena versus the late and great Umaga. The last man standing match that they had from Royal Rumble. So if you want to talk wrestling with a great group of people, many of our friends, some of whom stream themselves are there too. I mean, Top Rope Wrestling Talk on Facebook. Check it out, and you can also find me on Outrage Zone, and on the Outrage Zone Game Breakers. We do watch-alongs for AEW, for Friday, for SmackDown, and tomorrow, one of the pillars of Top Rope, our friend, the Southfield Psycho Dominic, he and his lovely queen, they will have watch-alongs for Monday Night Raw. It's called Raw Dining with Dom and Friends with Benefits. Man, that was a mouthful.
Right. Yeah, every Monday night.
Hey, you're long-winded after that one, man.
Every Monday night you got Dom, Lady Psycho, and Justin on the Raw watch along.
Mm-hmm.
Chef pops in every so often.
Yep.
And then Chef pops in with Justin and I for the AEW watch along, and then even Chef pops in with Dango and Justin, or Dango Outrage and Justin for the SmackDown watch along.
He's everywhere.
He's been everywhere, man. He's been everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah. We're affiliates with WWE Shop and Rogue Energy, and I forgot to drink my Rogue Energy of the night today, but I'm going to drink it on the AEW watch along, my next one. We're sponsored by 80s Tees. Hopefully sponsored by Duluth Trading, but we're going to try and make that happen. But Dylan, where can they find you on social?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Dylan _, Instagram at Dylan Abear. And I recently started up a Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Dylan the Assassin _. Yes, I got the assassin name from you guys, so I want to thank y'all for that.
Or the ace. Got to use the silent assassin or the ace.
Yeah, one of those. I'm still not sure where the ace came from, but
I came from Ivan.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Ivan gave that to me. But yeah, I streamed a couple nights ago. I plan on streaming tonight, same game. So I'll drop a tweet later on. I'll even put it somewhere else. Maybe people could find it. Twitch.tv/Dylan the Assassin _ playing some FC25, and yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. Come chat it up with me. I'll probably go on, I don't know, 9:30 maybe. I'll go on, play for a little while. I was chatting it up with Bakley the other night on there, so I hope to see some more names in there later on tonight. Should it be a lot of fun?
You saw that slam dunk.
I'm not even watching. I don't feel like watching it.
But like I said, we're affiliates with WWE Shop. Scan that barcode. Save us some money. Rogue Energy. Go to rogueenergy.com. Use our code World Elite to get 10% off. And then 80s Tees. Go to 80stees.com. Use our code World Elite to get 30% off. It is Mania season now. They do have some WrestleMania T-shirts you can buy. Use our code for that. We can help you save. But I'm on Twitter. I'm on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. I'm probably going to start saying X now, at MarcusLee337. The podcast is on X at World Elite Pod. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Instagram. Also, we're free and available wherever you get your podcasts on all audio platforms from Spotify, Google Pod, Spreaker, iHeartRadio. We are everywhere. But Chef, thank you for coming in. Remember, no show next week because we're going to wait till Jordan comes back, but we will be back on the 18th. We're going to come back the week I go to SmackDown in New Orleans. So hopefully I'm going to have my OTC YEET shirt in by then. I might wear it on the stream. And I got 2 YEET shirts ordered. I ordered his red one and his pink one. That way I can have something for WrestleMania. I was hoping to have his black and gold one, the one he wore when he came out with the Intercontinental Championship the first time. They didn't have that one no more. That was just a limited edition YEET shirt that I'll have to probably find on eBay. But I just didn't get the white one, as I don't like to wear white.
Yeah.
But it stains easily. But all right, fellas, this was fun. Be sure to go check out our buddies in about 5 minutes on Circle of Debate, Outrage Control, or go check Dylan out on Twitch. Losing to Bakley or losing to Jordan NFC
or losing to the
25.
computer like I was the other nights. I play on one of the hardest difficulties, so yeah, it's not easy.
Yeah. Well, thank y'all again for tuning in. We are going to see y'all February 18th. Deuces.
Crawling again, crushing my brain with the candlelight. Losing my breath, losing myself, dreams are out of sight. Stop struggling.